we need to talk about who ran the East this postseason. The playoffs are officially over, and this was probably one of the greatest postseasons that have ever happened in NBA history. And I think we need to highlight who performed the best in the East. That's a lot of people you could point to. Tyrese Halliburton being one of them. The run he went on this postseason was unprecedented. He was the leader of a team that made the NBA Finals, pushed one of the best teams ever to Game 7, despite being an underdog in every single playoff series they faced, including the #1 seed, including a team that beat the team that everybody else thought was going to go to the finals, and the team where they clearly didn't have the best player in that series. And all of this is due to Tyrese Halliburton. I mean, from having clutch shots all throughout the playoffs to having one of the best triple-doubles that we have ever seen, Tyrese is definitely up there for one of the best performers this season. The player I don't want people to look over is Donovan Mitchell. Now, I know his team got their ass kicked in the second round by the Indiana Pacers, but that wasn't due to Donovan. He had one of the best playoff series that you can honestly ask for from a player who majority of his team was injured. He constantly was showing up offensively and defensively, making great shots for them, putting up points, and being sometimes the only source of offense for that Cavs team. This one might be a little unpopular, but Jalen Brunson balled out this playoffs. I mean, from the opening series versus the Detroit Pistons, where he crosses up Asar and gets one of the best buckets in this entire playoffs, to in their second round where he led multiple comebacks against the Celtics, who a lot of people had them losing to, although they lost to the Indiana Pacers, he had a good series. It was just clear that his limitations with his size and also the roster around him greatly affected his ability to perform. But Jalen Brunson has a great case for being the best playoff performer in the East. He led a team that was to the conference finals that would end up losing to the hottest team in basketball in Game 6. And Jalen Brunson played good. At times he was bad, but played good for majority of this series. But I think the player we should give it to is Giannis. I mean, Giannis only lasted one round in the playoffs, but he also is on one of the worst constructed rosters in the NBA. And he was the only reason that they were able to take a game against a team that was able to make the NBA Finals. Trust, the Bucks being a first-round exit was not due to Giannis Antetokounmpo. It was due to him not having a star next to him due to blood clots and other injuries, and due to that roster just not being very good. But Giannis had a phenomenal series versus the Pacers. It's other names you can throw in here, Jason Tatum, Pascal Siakam, Cade Cunningham, if you want to mention people who lost in the first round. But I think Giannis takes the crown.